Chapter 5 Review, 5th grade. Concept and skills. Complete the pattern. So 341 divided by 1 equals 341, because anything divided by 1 is itself. Now 341 divided by 10. Which way are we going to move the decimal? To the left. So I'm going to put my pencil here and move it 1 over. And my new answer is
34 and 110.
34 and 110. 341 divided by 10. How many places are we going to move our decimal over? Twice. So we're going to put our pencil here and go loop it once, loop it twice. And our answer will be
341.
Okay. Then we have 341 divided by 1,000. How many places are we going to loop it to the left?
3.
3. So I'm going to put my pencil here and go 1, 2, 3. So my answer is
341,000.
341,000. 15 divided by 1 is 15. 15 divided by 10, I'm going to loop it to the left once. So my answer is
1, 5, 10.
15 divided by 100, I'm going to loop it to the left twice. So my answer is 1,500. And then 15 divided by 1,000, I'm going to loop it to the left 3 times. And I don't have enough things there, so I need to add in a 0. I didn't have enough place values, so I had to add in 0. So my answer is 15,000. Now, you guys, in order to show your work, it's basically just the looping, right?
Yep.
Now, on this next set, we have to do a little bit more work because 10 to the 0 power is 1, 10 to the first power is 10, and 10 to the second power is 100. So my answer for number 3 for the first one is
68
and 2 tenths. The next one is 68 and 2 tenths divided by 10. So I loop to the left 1. So my answer is
6 and 82 hundredths.
And then 68 and 2 tenths divided by 100. I loop to the left twice. So my answer is
682 thousandths.
Okay. All right. Estimate the quotient. So we have 49 and 3 tenths. What would be a multiple of 6 that gets us close to 49 without going over? 48. So I would do 48 divided by 6 gets me 8. And then what's a multiple of 6 that gets me close to 49 with going over a little bit?
54.
54. So 54 divided by 6 equals
9.
So my low end estimate would be 8. My high end estimate would be 9. 3 and 5 tenths divided by 4. So what is a multiple of 4 that gets me close to 35 without going over? 32, right? Which in reality I can't put 32 because I have a decimal, so I have to put it as what, guys? 3 and 2 tenths divided by 4. Which one is 32 divided by 4? 8. But once again, I have a tenth spot, so I would have to say 8 tenths. What is the multiple of 4 that gets me close to 35 and go a little bit over?
36.
36, but I have to put 3.6 since I have tenths. So 3.6 divided by 4 equals, what is 36 divided by 4? 9. But I have 10 spots, so I have to put 9 tenths. Okay, on the next one, 396 and 5 tenths divided by 18. So on both of those, do I need to round? Yes, because if we go anything past a single digit, and we have a double digit this time, we have to round it too, right? So the 18 is going to be what now, guys? 20. So what would be a multiple of 20 or 2 that gets me close to 396 and 5 tenths without going over?
2.
Okay, let's do one that would be a little bit over. What would be a little bit over? 400, right? So if I did 400 here, what could I do there? What would be 400 minus 20?
200.
400 minus 20.
380.
380. Okay, so let's go ahead and divide the bottom one out. Sometimes it's easier to start with the bottom, right? In this case, that's what would happen. So we get rid of our zeros, right? What is 40 divided by 2?
8. 20.
20. Over here, I'm going to get rid of my zeros. And then, since we knew that 2 went into 40 twice, 2 would go into 38 how many times?
3.
19. So my low estimate is 19, my high estimate is 20. So we have 3 and 24 hundredths divided by 6. What do I automatically do?
Bring up the decimal.
Bring up my decimal. Can 6 go into 3?
No.
No, so it's a 0. 6 into 32?
Yes.
Yes, how many times?
5.
5. 6 times 5 is?
30.
So minus 30. 32 minus 30 is
2.
2. And bring down my 4. 6 into 24?
4.
4 times. Let's see, 6 times 4 is
24.
24. So 24 minus 24 is?
0.
So my answer is?
5400.
54 hundredths. Okay, 6 and 55 hundredths divided by 5. What do I do first? Do I need to move my decimal over any?
No.
No. In this case, I need to bring it straight
Up.
up. So 5 into 6. 1. 1 times 5 is 5. 6 minus 5 is
1.
1. Bring down my
5.
5 into 15.
3.
3 times. 3 times 5 is 15 times 15, or minus 15 is
0.
bring down my
5.
5. 5 into 5,
1.
1. 1 times 5 is 5 minus 5 is
0.
0. So my answer is
1 and 31 hundredths.
okay. 96 and 2/10 divided by 26. Do I need to move any decimals? No. So I bring my decimal straight up. So how many times can 26 go into 96? 3 times. Mentally, 3 times 6 would be 18. Put an 8. Carry my 1. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. So what would I have left over? 96 minus 78. 18, right? And then bring down my 2. How many times does 26 go into 182? 7 times. 7 times 26 is 182. And I have nothing left over, so my answer is
3 and 7 tenths.
alright, on my next one, I have to put 1 and 8/10 into my house. And then I'm going to divide by 4/10. Now, do I need to move my decimal over? Yes, I need to move it over once to the right. So what I do to my divisor, I do to my dividend. So I need to move it over one spot. So, how many times does 4 go into 10? Twice. 2 times 4 is 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. Bring down my 8. 4 into 28. 7 times. 7 times 4 is
28.
so 28 minus 28 is 0. So my answer is
2 and 7 tenths.
2 and 7/10. Alright, number 11. I have to put 8 and 84 hundredths in my house and then divide by 68 hundredths. Do I need to move my decimal over?
Yes.
Yes. How many times?
Twice.
Twice. So now I have 68. But what I do to my divisor, I have to do to my dividend. So I have to move it over 2 more times. And then I bring my decimal straight up from where I moved it over to. Alright, how many times does 68 go into 88? Once. So 8 minus 68 is 20, and then I need to bring down my 4. How many times does 68 go into 204? 3 times. And then 3 times 68 is 204. And I have nothing left over, so my answer is
13.
it would be 13 because we moved our decimal over and everything is in front of it. So 13 is our answer. What do we need to put in the house?
7 and 3100.
Divided by 1 and 7/10. Do I need to move my decimals? Yes. So once to the right. So what I do to my divisor, I have to do to my dividend. And then I bring my decimals straight up. How many times does 17 go into 73? 4 times. Mentally, 4 times 7 is 28, so I put in 8. Carry the 2. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is
7.
6. So 73 minus 68 is 5. And then I bring down my 1. How many times does 17 go into 51? 3 times. 3 times. 3 times 17 is 51, and I have nothing left over. So my answer is
4 and 3 tenths.
4 and 3 tenths. Okay, what is my dividend? What goes inside the house?
9 and 1800.
Divided by 9 tenths. Do I need to move my decimal over?
Yes.
Yes. How many places?
1.
Once to the right. Once to the right. Bring my decimal straight up. How many times does 9 go into 9?
Once.
1. 9 minus 9 is 0. Bring down my 1. What's my 1? Can 9 go into 1? No, so I put a 0. 9 times 0 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1, and then I bring down my 8. How many times does 9 go into 18? Twice. 9 times 2 is
18.
and then I have 0 left over. Do I have anything else to bring down?
No.
So my answer is 10 and 2 tenths. All right, 12 and 7/10 divided by 5. So what is my dividend?
12 and 7
Divided by 5. Do I need to move my decimal over any?
No.
Nope, it goes straight up. 5 into 12? Twice. 5 times 2 is
10.
12 minus 10 is
2.
bring down my
7.
7. 5 into 27?
5 times.
5 times. 5 times 5 is
25.
27 minus 5 is
2.
but can I just leave that 2 there?
No.
No, I need to add another 0 to my dividend number, and then I need to bring it down. 5 into 20? 4 times. 5 times 4 is
20.
and then do I have anything left over?
No.
No. Any more to bring down? No. So 2 and 54 hundredths. On the next one, 8 and 33 hundredths divided by 34 hundredths. What goes in my house?
8 and 33 hundredths.
Divided by,
34 hundredths.
do I need to move my decimal over?
Yes.
Twice, right? So what I do to the divisor, I do to the dividend. So I bring my decimal straight up. 34 into 83 goes how many times? Twice. And that is what? 64, right? 83 minus 64 is 19. Bring down my 3. 34 into 193. 4 times, right? And then mentally 6, 1, 13. What would I have left over, guys?